Welcome to Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, and while it is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls and a clash that we have in store today. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the UAB Blazers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the South Florida Bulls. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bulls will kick it off to get us underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. This is trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Jackson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Blazers are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a...
And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, USF.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Nice move there. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulls! The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Stokes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Leaves it with the running back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Blazers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking for room, it's Rodgers. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quick strike complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score. 14, UAB 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. They'll try to slam it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Number 16.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it down the left side. Touchdown Bulls. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to...
Gonna take a shot. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The run from the shotgun. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Nice job there by the QB on his zone read because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parks. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And they're able to get him on the ground.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
They're going to pass on what would figure to be an easy 3 points and instead go for it on 4th down. Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Miami endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing. Stadium, and the Red Hawks came away with a win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Runs through the tackle. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
He's going to pass. Scrambling away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not throwing from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running, you really got to make sure that all of your fundamentals are in check. And that time, the quarterback just got a little bit out of whack, and that affected the accuracy on that throw.
He chucks one out to the right. And he's got it inside the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, trying to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Power football with the run. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. Touchdown, USF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They want to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Blazers want to move quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, David.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
From the gun, looking for a man. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He lets one fly deep. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown Bulls! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Blazers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's got great speed. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to...
Picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Keeps looking downfield. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, South Florida 42, UAB 7.
The Blazers will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. He'll do it himself. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. And you've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They go to the ground. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Just plowing down the field. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Give to Brown. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Here we go.
They go to the counter. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
Here we go.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Touchdown Bulls! And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs through a tackle. They knock him down, and what a disastrous play for this offense. A loss of 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll just try to forget about that disastrous running play on 1st down, 2nd and long coming up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Plows through the defense. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
He wants it all. Touchdown, South Florida. And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. They'll go right back to him. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback will audible. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And they'll take a knee. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.